Welcome back to HSK TV and the My Dream Saturday Cup. It's round 2 and we're going to be seeing YND. I think it stands for Your Nan's Dead. Oh, so creative. Against Pulver. And I switched out our Heroes and Neworth buddy iPrac here. I played it too, by the way. I love the game. With Enze from My Dream. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, mate. How about yourself?
Great. Well, he didn't look fine last game. Well, what went wrong there?
I don't know, it was just a mix and we completely failed, so you know the normal. We lost fair and square, they were a good team.
Well, at least it was fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, Pulver versus YND. This knife round is looking very tight. 2-3 now. YND ahead. It's my favorite round.
Best
Just
round of the whole game.
The pistol rounds, but there is no pistol rounds in this game.
That'd be epic. Everyone just going around with night vision and a USP. Splinter Cell.
Yeah, brilliant idea. Modern Warfare 3 right there.
So Pulver get the knife round, and let's see what side they pick.
Is it
Also,
not
if
Your Nan's Dad?
yeah, it is. Also, if no one knew, last week we hosted a cup and YND won that one, so let's see what they can do in this cup. Looks like they'll be taking defense. No? Yeah, I don't know.
Doop, 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 doop. I haven't seen it either. The choice.
I think it's gonna go, like this, I'm not sure.
The game hasn't even started and we're worrying about the VODs.
Oh dear.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, everything we stream live is also available on hgktv.com/VOD.
Chris Wow, eh? Probably a fake, maybe. Hopefully. Off we go.
Yes, we are. Live in round 1. With Pulver on the attack. Nades going out. No hits. So maybe Ruin, but he's gonna survive that. Let's check out Torin. Is the scope for YND. Oh, misses the jump onto the main building. That's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna take some extra time to get back up there. Is he gonna give it another go? Yep. Ah, there we go. Now let's see if it does him any good. 3 members of Pulver remain alive. And Torin is not getting any... Oh, there we go! Opens it up and finishes it off! Well, I'm glad I didn't skip from him.
That was a very nice round there by, I think, YND. Let's go off the spawn from Torin with that scope in hand for the YND side, and he gets taken down by Chips with the scope onto him. Let's pick up onto Kelbs, and he gets naded as well from Bert Rask. And now let's pick up with Ruiner. Let's see if he doesn't die. There is actually 2 on A sides, and Ruiner gets down as well by Woody. And we've got Chris Wow on the link area, and Fantasy getting 2 quick frags onto Bertask and Widdy. Chris Wow getting a frag onto Artard bot, and Chips picking up a scope frag onto Chris Wow. It's now a 1v2 situation, Fantasy on his own for YND. seeing someone at that T-wall. SMG's going up the A site. Knows he is in that middle area. I don't think he knows there is one above him, or does he? And that is Marine on top of the A site. Fantasy with the SMG in hand. Let's see if he can pull off something big here. 1v2. One is in mid, one is at top A. Let's see if he can pull this off. What do you think of this?
I think if anyone can do it, he can do it. Fantasy's got the SMGs. He's in there for a short-range kill. So is Marine, however. He's just around the corner. If he only knew what we knew. And now Chips is going to join him soon. Oh, he moves away from spotting the lower hallways. Oh, just in time, switches back. See, oh, he picks up one. Can he do more? Needs to make this quick, though. The bomb's already planted, right?
Nice.
Oh, no, it isn't. And then the kill decides the round.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
So Torn being the sniper for YND, let's see what Pulver sniper is. That's going to be Chips. He's also aiming for some more difficult to reach positions. Takes some more time. Of course, you do have the positional advantage, if it indeed is an advantage. So far, he hasn't got anything. Oh, gets into close combat all of a sudden with Kelbs. And Kelbs finishes him off. Meanwhile, his team is doing the exact same thing. Quick round for YND.
Anyway, let's pick up off the spawn with Fantasy, if I can quickly find him, lobbing that nade over the middle building. He's got the SMG in hand. Torin picking up a frag kill onto Marine. Chips going onto Torin, replying on him with that scope kill. It's now a 2v4 situation. Chips getting a frag onto Kelvs, then Cruz get one onto Chris Wow. Fantasy seeing two, but it's getting taken down by Wid. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's now already a 1v4 situation. Ruiner on his own for YND sees, and he gets taken down by Wid. Nice round there by Pulver. That's exactly what they need, and let's see if they can bring this back.
A very quick comeback indeed. Last round we saw that speed working for YND. This time it worked for Pulver, and Chips opens this up with a scope on Tor, and that's going to open up the crossing field and etc. for Pulver, giving him a bit more space to move without getting spotted or sniped by the opponent. Let's see what they can do with it. So far, it's been not as fast a round as the last round. Wida opens it up. Where is he at? Wida, in trouble already, taken out, and now it's 2-on-3. Chips is on the side. Polk is in his own spawn building, I guess. Missing some action. Chips side run, side alley, I guess. In the gunfight will regen, and now it's all up to Polk. Lower bottom floor of A, and cannot do anything as Chris Wow shuts him down.
Indeed, I think maybe pick up off the spawn with Chips with that scope for Pulver. We have Spect, YND, 3 rounds in a row. Chips going back into that back building, and Kells picks up the first frag onto Cruz of this round. Puts him in a good position. Chris Wow getting a frag onto Marine. That's in an even better position for YND. Then Polk replying onto Chris with that kill. Chips is pushing down B alley. Sees one in bottom hardware, but gets taken down by Ruiner. Torin getting a scope frag onto Wid. There's 2 quick frags for YND, and then Ruiner finishing off the round after Torin gets dropped by Polk. And that was a very nice round from YND.
This looks like it could be very well the fastest match I've ever seen. With so many quick rounds. Let's see what Witty can do. He's got the SMG, so he should be in the front line of the battle. This time he's taking a slight delay. Hiding into the smoke there. He's already partially surrounded. I'd say at least 180 degrees. Oh, and Ruiner finishes him off long range with the AK. And now, let's see what's going to happen here. We got a little bit of a Mexican standstill. Someone's moving out there. Kelbs does it. Yes, but Kelbs gets punished for it. 2-on-3 now. Chips picking up the bomb. Oh, and all of a sudden he's the last man. It's 1-on-3. And he's got the SMG and the scope. So he's very versatile right now. But is he versatile enough to pick himself out of this situation and plant the bomb, or just kill them all? So far. Oh, what a shame. It looked like he was doing so well. But, yeah, a little snipe to the head, and it's all over.
Indeed. Looks like a good half for YND so far. We're going to pick up off the spawn with Kelbs, throwing that nade over to the front of A. And if you watch onto the radar of our screen, you will see Pulver's team really does bunch up into blue room, pushing A site very aggressively. But it seems they can't really do anything. Kelbs seeing one behind that dumpster. I missed the frag, but it's a 4v4 situation now. Kelbs is still in that middle A site. And it looks like there's 2 Pulver players in blue room and 2 pushing the A site. One is near the wall. I think we'll take up with Chris. He gets tagged up heavily from one of the Pulver players. Runa picking up a frag onto Wid. And then Fantasy picking up a deagle kill onto Croz. To pick up on Runa. Polk getting a kill onto Fantasy. With that AK-47, Runa knows where he is, but Chris Wow has already taken him out. Polk is down. It is now a 1v3 situation. They know where he is. I don't think Chips has got this round. I'd say, oh, maybe so, but yes, Runa getting the frag kill onto Chips after he picks up a frag onto Kelbs. Nice round there by YND. Very defensive play. What do you think of the game so far, Eagle?
I love the game so far, but the scoreboard is telling me like it's your game. It's my dream versus versus few, but 7-1. I want Pulver to come back here and give us a little bit more of a fight. So let's see if we can give him some of the magic commentator juice. Fantasy, however, holding on to the lower area here on the stairs, not giving him anything. Chip scoping up. Oh, misses the shot onto the second floor. Could have opened it up there. Marine and Wida stuck on the lower floor, and I think Cruz is going to be joining him quickly now as well. Oh, taken out already. Chips and Marine are all that's left for Pulver. Marine's gonna, Chip's gonna have to open it up a lot with his scope, but he's gonna have to get lucky. He is on top of the scoreboard with 11 kills and 7 deaths. Double is second in command, Witty. But is it enough to beat 3 members of YND? You are 6 rounds ahead already. Time will now be also a factor. 30 seconds on the clock. Oh, downs. That's all up to Marine, who does have the bomb, but 1 on 3. This is going to be a horrible task for him. You don't want to be in this spot. You just want to play it out nice and easy. Not a 1 on 3. I'd love to see it though. Don't think it's gonna happen. 10 seconds. Oh, jumps down. Fantasy takes the best of him. AK versus SMG is also not a very good odds. Makes the score 8-1. YND takes the lead, or it already had the lead, but they extend their lead by 1 round more.
Indeed. As you said last round, Chips is actually on 11-9. The closest person to his score is Wid with 5-8. I think his team really needs to start playing a bit more and helping him out, because he can't do this all on his own. Let's get back to the gameplay anyway. Croz getting a frag onto Runa, then Wid going onto Fantasy with that 74U, killing him, then Kelbs getting a headshot onto Polk to pick up onto Kelbs. There's no one around that site. To pick up with Torin on with the scope. He jumps off, but then gets shot down by Marine. Let's pick up with Kelbs, sees someone, but then gets down by Marine again. Another frag by Marine, very nice. One's pushing through mid. Chris does not know it. Chris picks up the frag onto Wid. It is now a 1v2 situation. Let's go on to Chris and see if he can pull off this 1v2. But at the moment, with the positions Pulver in, I don't really think he's got a chance. If he picks up one of these frags, if Chris can pick up one of these frags, I think he's got a very good chance of winning this round for YND, and Pulver will lose another round. And Chris, I don't know if that's random spray or he's just dodgy or something. And anyway, Chris gets the frag onto Chris, and it's an 8-2 to YND still, and YND is still in this driver's seat, but anything can happen. Let's just see what goes on.
Very nicely done by Pulver. 2-8 now. Come back. Let's see if they can keep coming back and do it again. Chris Wow couldn't just not defeat those 3 players left standing. And then now, if we look at him, oh, he just got passed by someone on the radar. I hope it's not going to cause any problems. Oh, he comes back and shoots him in the head after all. That was Witty now that we know who did it. And oh, snap! Witty's all left alone, and now 1 against 3 taken out. It was looking so nice for Pulver to start that comeback tour, but 2-9 now. Back to square one.
Indeed. So I've got some messages on Xfire about Chris Wow. I'm not sure if it is the real one. Let's pick up with him anyway. In the smoke, two in front of him that he doesn't know. One has pushed in, and Kel's getting a frag onto Wid. Opens up the kills, if you want to say that. Chris sees one in top blue. Spraying for that rule, and Cruz gets a kill on Fantasy. Let's pick up with Torin with that scope for YND. Polk getting a frag onto Chris. Chris was at the front of a building, and Kel's picking up another frag onto Marine. It's now a 3v3 situation. It is all even, anything can happen. Pick up with Chips. With the scope, I think. Kelb's getting another frag onto Polk, then Cruz getting another frag onto Kelb's. Now a 2v2 situation, it's like it's just backwards and forwards and everything. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. It's 2v2, anything can happen. And Chip's getting tagged up real heavy there. Torin getting a nice frag onto Cruz. And it is a 1v2 situation, YND in the driver's seat for this. And Chips knows where one is, but really don't know how he's going to get both of them. I don't think he's got a chance in this one, to be honest. Not sure.
He does have the bomb site on lockdown. I think he can get it down at least. Oh! Gets shot by Thorin and from nowhere. It was dead on at least. Good halves of cold. 10-2 is the halftime score. And we're going to see if YND can attack as well. If Pulver can defend as good as YND can.
Indeed, Chris making a little pop at Marine, asking if he enjoys that round. If we quickly look at the scoreboard, oopsie, I need a rock. If we look at the scoreboard, YND seems to be equal, while Pulver is kind of getting carried. But I don't know, you take it ahead, Eagle, go ahead.
Alrighty. Let's see what, let's give Pulver a little more airtime here, as they're the team to come back. Polk is taking the light shop, and on the radar we can see that he does have a target on his left, and he's making sure that every corner is covered, but he's not finding much action, so to switch over to Witty, who is in the middle of the action, on front and on right actually. Taking it Sam Fisher style, completely quiet until he can take someone's head off. And it can just happen any second. Look, yeah, but there comes the first tag. Does not finish him off, however. Now he's spotted. And now he's got left a little bit more trouble. Gonna jump out the window or not, or will he? All up to Ruiner, who is on his side. And ooh, he just barely passed the corner when Ruiner peeked out. Great cat and mouse game. Even though they don't know it themselves. Switch over to Ruiner before he gets down. Oh, he's already dead. Blasting through the walls, Weedy picks him up with some help of his friends. 10-3. And that might be the first round of a lot for Pulver. And they need a lot.
They do need a lot. Like, we need a lot, but we got absolutely raped. Anyway, let's pick up with Chips. The scope for Pulver. He is on 14-11. His closest teammate is 9-11. Chips picking up a frag onto Torin. He's going to go into that top hardware. Let's switch over to, let's see, Kelvs in the middle of the action there. It's 2v2 in the A site. Kelvs picking up a frag onto, I didn't even see who it was, but Chip's picking up a nice scope frag onto Kelbs, and the bomb is in A site, but I don't think Ruiner knows he is actually above him. It is a 3v4 situation in favour of Pulver. Now it is a 2v4 after Cruz gets a frag onto Ruiner. Fantasy getting two quick frags onto Pulver. Suddenly from a 2v4 to a 2v2 thanks to Fantasy. Let's pick up with Fantasy, getting that bomb plant down in A. It is a 2v2 situation, can go any way. Fantasy really picking up two nice frags there that could win YND the round. Not sure yet, but let's see what happens. Chris in pretty bad position. Well, if he just stays on that spot, that is a pretty decent position. Sees the scope, chips for Pulver, he goes into bottom A, Chris missing a load of shots, Fantasy picking up a frag onto Marine with the SMG. It is now a 1v2 situation. Let's go to Chips, and Chips getting a frag onto Fantasy with the deagle, and Chris just telling him to F off straight into his face as Chips just gets his head blown off.
Alrighty, round 15, I believe. Let's check out Torin, who's got the beautiful view of the side street here with his scope. He decides to run forward though. I'd say this is a little bit of an awkward move, or interesting move. No matter how you look at it, gets... Oh, this should be a nice free kill, and there it is. Took him a lot more, a few more shots than he planned to, but did deagle him off. Oh, and his team did the rest. 3-0 is the player count. 12. I've got no idea. His team worked well.
Indeed.
He picked up one. His team did the rest.
Anyway, let's pick up with Torin with the scope. Chris getting the opening frag onto Wid with the grenade, and that makes it a 4v5 already in favour of YND. They just need match point, and they have got this game in hand, and they will advance to the next round. Fantasy picking up a deagle frag onto Chips. That is now a 3v5, and Cole's getting a deagle frag onto Polk, and if I'm going to say YND has got this game, I don't see how Pulver can come back from this. If they do, I will... Yeah, they can't.
And there we have it, 13-3. YND picks up the game, advances into tournament. GG to both players, teams, and keep playing. Oh no, half the server's already gone. That's going to be it for this match. I think we'll do another one. Are you still available, NC, for next match?
Yes, I am indeed, my friend.
Alright, then we're going to be returning to you in 22 minutes, to be exact. Hopefully, on time. That should be 10 PM Central Europe, 9 PM in the Britons, and we hope to see you there.